I'm Debbie.
And I'm Allison.
And we're the Poltergals. Spooky. 3, 2, 1. Ghost. Get it? Go.
I love how we just had this conversation 2 seconds ago.
Shh. They don't need to know that.
Well,
Post-production.
they know now.
Don't worry.
The
more you know,
the better.
the less you know, the better. Right?
Sure.
Anyway, hi, I'm Debbie.
And I'm Allison.
And we're
The
Poltergals. Alrighty, and this episode we are going to be talking about the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California.
Ooh, this mic is in my face.
Is it too much in your face?
But it's okay.
Okay, we can do it.
I'll survive.
Survival of the fittest.
Unfortunately, I'm like the girl at Cecil Hotel.
Ooh, spoils.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. The hotel opened on December 20th of 1924 as a budget hotel.
Ooh, we love us a babe on a budget.
Is that what we do?
Yeah.
Yikes. And let's see. The hotel has 14 floors and 700 guest rooms. It was built in 24 by 3 hotelers, William, Charles, and Robert.
Ooh.
As a destination for business travelers and tourists. And the hotel cost about $1.5 million.
That was a lot of money back in the day, especially for a budget hotel.
What was that? What was like the equivalent for Winchester?
I don't know.
Because Winchester was like...
Winchester was a lot more than that.
And the 3 hotelers invested $2.5 million.
Oh, okay. So, that's a good chunk of money back in the day. That's a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
Especially with the stock market about to crash.
Is it though?
1924.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't remember my history.
That's why we learn every episode. Take a look.
Are we supposed to be learning?
In a book. Reading Rainbow. There you go.
So, within 5 years of its opening, the U.S. sank into a Great Depression.
Wow, that was the next point on the thing.
Whoa.
Who knew? I can tell the future. Oh, wait, it's almost like we're from the future.
Are we?
Yeah. We're in 100 years. Think about it. It's right now, it's 2022. This happened almost 100 years ago.
I forgot history. Apparently, Texas schooling did me no good. And we talk about it in every episode.
And that's why we're learning. So we're here to teach you guys while we learn ourselves. We're getting learnt today. We're getting learnt in Turt.
The only difference is we're not opening books nowadays.
It's true. Now we just have iPads.
Unfortunately. So although the hotel flourished as a fashionable destination throughout the 40s, decades beyond, the hotel declined.
Dang.
As nearby area known as Skid Row became increasingly popular. Yeah.
Skid Row.
That's a scary name.
Yeah, well, that's where like a bunch of like transients and like homeless people. It's kind of known for like kind of like becoming like the slums.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Along those lines, 10,000 homeless people lived in the 4-mile radius.
Yeah, I can understand why.
I read the next sentence.
Yeah, there we go.
Whoops. And in 2007, a portion of the hotel was refurbished after new owners took control.
Wow, that's cool.
I mean, I guess. But 2007?
It took like another 50 years for it to get refurbished.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's horrible.
I mean, horrible, but also understandable.
Is it?
Maybe.
Reconstruction.
Yeah.
Ghosties,
true. You know what we say about ghosts just coming out when people try to change things.
Exactly. Is it a good thing?
We'll find out. No spoils.
So sad. And okay, so in 2011, the Cecil was rebranded as Stay on Main, with separate reception areas during the day, but shared facilities with the official website. And in 2014, the hotel was sold to a New York City hoteler for $30 million.
Woof. So from 2.5 million back in 1924 to 30 million in 2014.
Yeah.
So, wow.
If you want an accurate of how much something costs, there you go.
There we go.
There you go. In 2016, Matt Barron, president of Simon Barron, said he was committed to the preservations of
architecturally or historically significant.
Yeah.
There's our word, architecturally.
Why do I put big words in here and I do the research? Why?
You know what? It's just all for learning. What did we learn today? We learned that we're here to learn. Wow.
And we've also learned that we're just going through an endless ghost loop.
We're in a ghost loop.
So.
And for those of you who are watching us on YouTube or on KWTX, you can see the ghost loop. But if you're listening to the podcast, you don't know what the ghost loop is. Ooh, maybe I'll post it on our Instagram so people
Imagine like all the time warps that every like movie tries to use.
Imagine ghosts going inside a ghost, going inside a ghost, going inside a ghost. Ghostfinity.
Would it not be coming out though?
Wait, what? Are we going out of it? No, we're going in.
But the ghosties are going out. So are the ghosties going in or are we going out?
Ooh.
Or maybe the ghosties are going out and we're going in.
We'll never know. We'll never know. That's up for you guys to decide. We're just living in this world. It's y'all's world. We're just living in it.
God. So, in 2017, the Los Angeles City Council voted to deem the Cecil as a historic cultural monument because of its representation of the early 20th century American hotel.
Wow.
That was a lot. And because of its historical significance.
There we go.
And then in 2021 of December 13th, the Cecil Hotel opened as an affordable housing complex.
Yay. We love affordable housing.
So.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, cool.
Commercial break.
Whoop.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Spooky.
And now we're back. And by the way, that same hotel accommodated 600 low-income families.
Yeah.
In case I didn't say it before the break, because I probably forgot.
It's okay. You can just edit that in and then do the break. Just say it and then clip it in and then say, now commercial break. Okay. Well, now we're back from our commercial break. The hotel was actually the inspiration behind the American Horror Story Hotel season due to all the horrors that are said to go on. So that season is very iconic for those who are American Horror Story fans. Did you see the season?
I haven't seen any of them.
No! Okay, but my favorite season is Coven, obviously, because of witches. And it's in Louisiana, and I love Louisiana. Have we already covered, like, any Louisiana stuff?
No, but I know that we do have a New Orleans episode.
Ooh, good.
Oh.
I went on the ghost tour in New Orleans. I got some pictures. I got some fun stuff.
Ooh.
So, maybe that's going to be a future episode.
Is it?
Spoils! All right. So, back in the 1930s alone, the Cecil Hotel was home to at least 6 reported suicides. A few of the residents ingested poison, while others were shot. Some slit their own throats, and some even jumped out of their bedroom windows. In 1934, Sergeant Louis D. Borden slashed his throat with a razor blade, and then less than 4 years later, Roy Thompson of the Marine Corps actually jumped from the top of the Cecil Hotel and was found laying on the skylight of a neighboring building.
You're welcome for that spoiler.
She already spoiled it for me. And then in September of 1944, 19-year-old Dorothy Jean Purcell awoke in the middle of the night with stomach pains while she was staying at the Cecil with Ben Levine, aged 38. She went to the bathroom so as not to disturb a sleepy Levine, and to her complete shock, actually gave birth to a baby boy in the bathroom. She didn't
Gross.
even know that she was pregnant.
That's disgusting.
It's like that
And how do
the
you
show
not
that's
know?
like, I didn't know I was pregnant. Have you seen the one where the lady's like, I gave birth in my pants? it's like okay, so apparently, again, I don't know if you guys have seen the show or not. So there's a show that's called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. I think that's what it's called. And then this lady like gave birth to a baby in her blue jeans, and so she ended up naming the baby BJ for blue jeans. So like her baby, like she like caught him in her pants and like named the baby after blue jeans because he was born in blue jeans. The more you know. That's like what terrifies me. Like, what if I'm pregnant right now and I didn't even know? I'd be so upset. I'd be like, I didn't ask for this. Usually people get 9 months to prep for this. I got 2 minutes and some stomach cramps.
How do you not know?
I don't know, man.
Why does the female body fail us?
I know. It's like,
Why? I was trying to look that up, but I couldn't find it.
Mistakenly thinking her newborn was actually dead, Purcell threw her live baby out of the window. What's up with people throwing people out of windows? This is a reoccurring thing on the show. I'm so sorry. I need to not laugh at dead babies being thrown out of windows. It's like you know, it's funnier than what dead baby? Two dead babies. You know, it's funnier than 2 dead babies.
One being thrown out the window.
A dumpster full of dead babies. Listen, we're here for dark humor, but at this point, it's getting out of hand. Or should I say, your baby's getting out of hand, thrown out the window.
It's horrible. Why are we laughing?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Why are we laughing?
Unfortunately, she thought her baby was dead and actually threw the baby out of the window and onto the roof of the building next door. I feel bad for the building next door. A man jumped out. There's like, oh, there's a dead man on our skylight now. They wake up one day and just see a baby up there. Like, what's the next thing they're gonna find up there? I am concerned. I would immediately evacuate. I'm like, this is a place of business. Dead bodies on the roof.
Imagine that, like, it cultivate there. Like, there is a skylight.
I know.
It's more like a room light. But imagine that over there.
That'd be terrifying.
Like, just looking up and seeing a dead body
Oh
there.
my
You're
God,
like, oh,
no.
how you doing?
Yeah. And then so she actually went to jail for this. So when they found the baby, they had proof that it was alive before she tossed it out of the window. So at her trial, she was actually found not guilty of murder by reason of insanity, and she was then admitted to the hospital for psychiatric treatment.
You know, this kind of doesn't surprise me because you could plead insanity at a trial.
I mean, and again, she could literally be like,
But
I didn't know I was pregnant. So they probably already think she's crazy. Because they're probably like, how do you not know you're pregnant? So I'm pretty sure they went with that plea of insanity and were just like, you need mental help. Again, not sponsored by BetterHelp. One of these days, we're going to get a BetterHelp sponsorship. But yeah.
every episode's mental health.
I know. We talk about this every episode. You know, if people just knew what they knew now, and I mean, I'm not saying that all the injustices in the world have been solved now in 2022, but I'm just saying if we would have known back in 1944 what we know now, things may have been a little different. Yeah. She spaghetti-o, she prego. But yeah. So that's one of the instances. And then one of the most famous things is the Elisa Lam. It's actually one of the most famous disappearances that happened at the hotel. So on January 31st of 2013, recently, Elisa Lam went missing. And her last known location was the Cecil Hotel. So on February 19th, Elisa was found in one of the water tanks on the roof of the Cecil. Even though her death has been ruled an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a significant factor, no one knows exactly why or how Elisa's body ended up in the water tank. So I've actually looked into this before. So basically the cops have like mapped it out, and the way for her to be able to like get up there and actually get in is like unlikely.
Yeah.
Like even if she did have some sort of like bipolar or like schizophrenic episode, the
tanks were huge.
And the tanks are huge. So I think she was also found with her clothes on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was found with her clothes on, and they're like, it doesn't make sense that she would have got in there even with her clothes on, because why would
Yeah.
you even go swim if she was trying to go swimming?
Why would she swim?
Why would she do that?
Which is interesting, though, because
yeah.
I remember when this was happening.
Yeah, and then one of the reasons that the police knew to look in the water tanks was because they were actually getting complaints that the water pressure was low and that the water was turning a grayish color.
Disgusting.
And disgusting. So these poor hotel residents, they're just like, I'm gonna take a shower after a long day and be like, this water pressure sucks. What's going on? Ooh, it kind of has a stinky smell to it. There's a body in the water. So yeah, and this is again one of the famous cases that they still don't believe was ruled correctly. They still don't think that it was an accidental drowning. So maybe her spirit still resides.
I hope so.
And then
Is it bad for me that I hope so?
I mean,
I want to know the real story.
yeah, maybe we can do like a little seance and like get her to tell us what actually
I
happened.
want to know.
We want to know the truth for Elisa Lam. But yeah, so that was one of the most known, and that was again in recent history, so around 2013. And then one of the other one is in 1962. After a fight with her husband, Pauline Otten actually jumped from the window of the 7-story hotel room and landed on a pedestrian below, killing them both. I'm going on a walk today. Just coming out of the sky. Unfortunately, they did both pass away in this instance. So maybe both of their ghosts now, get to roam the streets.
I'd be so mad if I was a pedestrian.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God.
But yeah, so that's one of the other well-known stories. And then in 1964, Pigeon Goldie, Pigeon Goldie Osgood, nicknamed because she frequently fed the pigeons in Pershing Square, was actually found raped, beaten, and stabbed in her hotel room. And this case remains unsolved to this day. So a lot of people just want justice for her, and believe that maybe her spirit still goes and feeds the pigeons even to this day.
Yum. I don't want to be
Feed
a
them
bird.
birdies.
I don't want to be a bird. Get fed.
Mm-hmm. And then Jack Unterweger, an international serial killer, actually lived and killed at the Cecil Hotel. So he actually was a long-term resident at the Cecil Hotel and would bring his victims in and kill them there. Terrifying.
Yuck.
Yeah, and this happened in the early 90s.
I would hate that.
So again, in more recent history. But yeah, and I mean, eventually he was caught and was arrested. And again, he was an international serial killer. So it's not like this was his only lurking grounds. He was around the world. So he did this multiple times and had multiple victims over and over.
Why the Cecil Hotel?
Well, I think, what do they say? The negative energy attracts negative energy. So, I mean, based on all of the history that I've been going through, it seems to me that maybe this place is not great. So, you know what they say? Maybe people that are already not doing great things might come into this area.
Yikes.
So, yeah. And then Richard Ramirez, a.k.a. the Night Stalker, actually tortured, raped, and murdered residents of Los Angeles while living at the Cecil. So that's 2 killers at the
Great.
Cecil Hotel. Aha.
Great.
But wait, there's one more. So Elizabeth Short, also known as Black Dahlia, was rumored to have been seen at the bar of the Cecil Hotel just days before her murder. So
Great.
you never know. There may be more murderers afoot. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Cecil just kind of housed negative energy and just perpetuated negative energy, and just kind of brought in all these terrible people that did terrible things and then just continued on. Are you okay?
I'm so mesmerized by this. I'm just like, wow.
Wow, ghost loop. But yeah, and overall it said that there's been about 80 deaths that has happened at the Cecil Hotel. 80. That's 80. 80 deaths.
Too many.
Yeah. And many of their spirits have been said to have been seen to this day. And a lot of people try to like trace it back to like who it was, but a lot of them are just like weird occurrences that like couldn't happen anywhere else. And they might not know exactly who it is, like pinpoint who the spirit is, but obviously this place is tragic and obviously it's terrifying. But yeah, so that is more about the spooky things that have happened at the Cecil Hotel. And now go watch American Horror Story.
Yikes.
But yeah, that is everything for this week.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it, or listening, for those of you who are audio.
Aww.
Did we get a thumbs down?
We got a thumbs down.
We got to redo it? Oh no, I'm
I'm
scared.
crying now. That made me sad.
Don't
Give
cry.
us a thumbs down.
But anyway, that's everything for this
Be
week.
sure you go follow us on social media.
Go follow us at _Poltergals.
And listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.
Or find us at roguemedianetwork.com.
What is our producer writing?
He's Ryan Poulter. That's kind of terrifying. It's like the red rum.
Oh no.
It's ritual.
Oh no. So be sure you follow us while we get a very scary message. And
We're out.
bye.
Bye. You've been listening to The Poltergals.
A Rogue Media Network podcast.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.